What's happening, HC Nation? Hey, Zach Edwards here with another Game Design Wednesday. Now, actually, I shouldn't even say another one. This is actually our first Game Design Wednesday. And what I'm going to do is, this is the introduction of what Game Design Wednesday is, starting off with introduction into our curriculum. That's right, we're actually going to teach you how to create really great games. And now with that, we're going to walk you through all the different steps of what it takes to actually create a really fun game. And we're going to give you backgrounds. So the reason why I say we're giving you backgrounds is we're going to give you a background of all the industry starting back in the 1800s or in the 1900s, back in like 1824 when the first game was produced in the United States. This one though, this is our first week, and it starts off with Milton Bradley. Everyone knows him as like the Game of Life, Operation, Candyland, those type of games. Later on, his company actually created Monopoly, which is the #1 most purchased game in all of history, beyond chess. I mean, putting chess aside. So #1 behind chess. So Milton Bradley has a really interesting story. And in these, in the curriculum, in the course, we'll actually talk to you about these different people and what we've learned because of them. So just a little introduction. This is Milton Bradley. Right here, it gives a little summary of his information. Now, interesting enough, he lived in a middle-class family. Not much was different than any normal person. His family moved around a little bit, and when he went to college, he actually decided to leave college early because his family was moving. And then in 1856, he said, you know what, I'm done. I'm ready to head out on my own. So he started a career as a draftsman. And while he was being a draftsman, I said 1856 is when he moved. He started his career, and there was a recession that started in 1856. Now, with that recession, a lot of people lost their jobs, including Milton Bradley. So he could have easily whined and complained about losing his job. But instead, what he did is he said, you know what, I'm going to take this as my advantage, and I'm going to start a new company. So he actually created a lithography company. In other words, a printing company. Basically, you use presses to create prints. And what he would do is the thing that made him famous was he created one of the best illustrations of Abraham Lincoln before the Civil War, before he became president. And before he became president, he didn't have his signature beard. Instead, he had it nicely shaven, and so actually the image that Milton Bradley had created was of him nicely shaven. Everyone loved it. And then Abraham Lincoln had an idea, probably coming from his political advisors, to make the signature beard. So all of a sudden, Abraham Lincoln started growing a beard, and everyone's like, this is a different person than is in this picture that Milton Bradley created. So they actually came back for refunds. And so Milton Bradley, again, he could gripe and complain that all these things are happening to him. But no, instead, he went the next step. He decided to purchase a game that was being published in England and in a few other countries, and he brought it over to the United States, and he started printing it. The game was called The Mansion of Happiness. The Mansion of Happiness was actually a game based on Christian morals and a Puritan thought. So basically, you make it through. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a game that's similar to it. It's basically where you go around a track until you get to the middle of the track, and that's supposed to be heaven. But Milton Bradley, when he started printing that, he had a better idea. He's like, you know what? This is great and all, but what if people were really interested in money right now? Now remember, this is right as they were coming out of a recession. So he got laid off when they went into the recession. Now, as they're coming out of the recession, he gets this idea. Most people are considering money. They want a game about life and how to succeed and get ahead. So that's what he did. He actually created a game based off of life with all the pitfalls, the challenges, the chances. And he created what was called the Checkered Game of Life. And so the Checkered Game of Life, you ever seen Chutes and Ladders? You know how you start at the bottom corner and you go up and you go up and you go up. It's almost like a chessboard, but it's where you're trying to get up to the top. That's exactly how it looked the first time it came out. It looked like a big chessboard. So what happened was that then started to evolve. And in the first year, he sold 45,000 copies Now, this is back a long time ago as they're coming back from a recession. 45,000 copies. Now, I can go more into the story, and I will in the course. But what I wanted to show you now is if you come over to this portion of the curriculum, you'll actually see this is the why do we want to create a game? Why do you want to create a game? This is where we're going to find out the deeper meaning of why you want to do this. If it's just for money, if it's just because you have a great idea, maybe you're good at it. So we will actually go through all the parts and pieces. Again, I have a great idea. I'm good at it. I want to make money. But how about this? How about if it was just for fun? And then if something came out of it, great. But you think that a lot of times there's a lot of people that try to get their game out and they're unsuccessful, or something happens in their lives and it shuts them down, they give up, and they're done. This is the reason why is how you stay in the game, how you keep creating games. So if you can actually figure out your why, much as like this, for a cause. And like Milton Bradley, one of the games he created was called Candyland. Now, did you know that he did not develop it? He did not design it. He developed it, but he didn't design it. The designer was a little girl who was recovering from polio. And he went to the hospital to meet her and was able to work with her on how to design a game. And that helped her remove herself from the pain and the discomfort of recovering from polio. And he ended up buying the rights to the game. Now, with buying the rights to the game, he was able to pay off her medical bills. The great thing about Milton Bradley is that he always had a cause. And when he got older and more established, he started giving things away, which his board members did not like. But that was him. That's what he wanted to do. So going on from that, so we'll talk more about that in the curriculum, in the course. But down here, you can see videos on the evolution of life, Twister, Operation, Candyland. You can just click on it and it will pop up right in the middle of the screen. You can also come down to these and you can see where you can get a copy of Candyland or Life. Now here, every week, I'm going to meet with you on Wednesday. I'm going to talk to you about the course, about the curriculum of the day, and then you have different things that you need to do. This one is compare and contrast. Now, if you click on this link up here or this button down here, and just you know that these are different websites, you can learn more about Milton Bradley, either at Hasbro's website or another one called Mental Floss. Okay, so you click on one of these buttons and automatically, so let's come down here to click on it and it brings you, oops, for some reason it's not working. Okay, compare and contrast. Here is your assignment for the week. So you can do this assignment. We give you videos on comparing the games of the past and the games of right now. And you can come over here. This will not actually be in the curriculum documents. They'll be in your game design journal. So the game design journal basically makes it so that you can pick up this journal, write down all your ideas for this game as you develop it. We'll walk you through step by step. And then by the end of the journal, you'll have a fully functioning game. This is just one page of it, and this is the compare and contrast. There's also other parts like what did you learn from the chapter about Milton Bradley? You can go back through and learn more about him, and then finding out your why. We walk you through the steps of learning why. Again, we want you to be successful. This course is so that you can produce a fully functioning and well-developed game, not just something you just throw together. So you walk through the course, and you'll have 100% either completely ready game or a game that needs to be redeveloped, because you're going to go through the critique phase where people will be able to critique your idea. And that is the best thing for you. This is also why we're establishing the why, because if you don't have a good why, when someone critiques or gives you criticism about your game, it could make you fall apart. There's a lot of people that have stopped doing their game because people didn't like it, instead of going back in and learning from what they had just learned. So thanks so much for joining me on this, Game Design Wednesday. I hope you're able to enjoy this course. If you like it, it's actually $10. You can find the link at the bottom or go to our website, historicalconquest.com. And in the courses section, you'll actually be able to purchase this course. And you don't have to start off right when we start off. You can start off a week late, 5 weeks late, and we're going to send you the videos and the courses as we go. So we're going to give you incrementally so you have time to go through this. We don't want you running through this. We want you to think through this, because by learning the compare and contrast, you're actually going to learn where the games have come from and where they're going. By doing that, you're going to be able to go beyond the trends, and you're going to make your own trends. By doing that, you're not going to be trying to catch the wave. If you create a game that's like the old games, you might not succeed. If you do it like the games that are really popular right now, by the time you get it out, they might be over with. You want to find where the gaming design industry is going and be there before everyone else is. So we're going to teach you how to do that. Hope you enjoy this, and I hope to talk to you soon. Again, this is a Game Design Wednesday, and check us out tomorrow as I discuss a little bit more in a sneak peek Thursday into some of the cool things that we're doing, including the graduation gift that you're going to get by being part of this. That's a really cool addition, and it's going to be free to you. So you might want to check out Sneak Peek Thursday. Thanks again. Take care. Have a great day. If you have any comments or questions, add them to the comments below. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow, actually. Take care. Bye.